Hi everyone, I'm just doing a quick video on how to submit assignment week 1, lesson 2. So pick one of the articles on imperialism. Remember, your question for your assessment this week is evaluate the most significant causes of the partition of Africa into colonies during that 30-year period, 1880 to 1914. So basically what that means is, why the heck did a bunch of Europeans think they could go into the entire continent of Africa and carve it up and take over control of it for themselves? So you think about that as you're answering the questions. If you click on this submit assignment here, you'll see that the questions that I want you to, the links to each of the articles are here. And the questions are right here. So what you can do is you can just copy them like this, go all the way down to the bottom, Control C, or you can right click your mouse and then you go down into the text entry and you paste it just like that, and then all the questions will just show up here in the box. I try this different ways. Some of you enjoy some formats better than others, so let me know which format you prefer, and I can adjust your assignments to meet your preference, whether it be a quiz format or a text entry format like this. By the way, you guys are getting amazing at technology. You have learned so much over the course of the last year about technology, and I just want to say this is a lot of reasons people struggle after they get out of high school in careers and in if they go to college, working with these different kinds of programs, and you will have mastered it before you even leave high school, which wouldn't have happened if we didn't have the pandemic. So that's my thought bubble, and I'm going to go back to this assignment here. So your choices are industrial imperialism. So how did the Industrial Revolution relate to people wanting to go into another continent and grab more material? The next one is exactly how did they do it? What kind of tools did they use to take control over other countries? And then the role that violence played in imperialism. Those are the three choices you can choose from for your article. Right here, this part, please, when you write your sentences, write them in complete sentences, use quotes, and if you focus on this part right here, that's what's most important to me right now too. I also like this little vocabulary word you pick that you think I might find interesting, because I'm a word geek. But let's say you pick this article here. So you can always drop down. The lowest level is a 620 Lexile level. That's going to shorten the article and make the sentence structure a little bit more simple. This article is by Trevor Getz. He writes a lot of the articles for this program, so if you don't want to read something by him again, then pick one of the other articles. So if you're going to cite him, you would cite, in the article, Industrial Imperialism, Trevor Getz states, and then pick something. Oh, look at this. This section's really great. Technology was one reason why they imperialized nations went into Africa. Industrialization and capitalism, racism. So say you want to talk about racism or nationalism. Men on the spot, that just means there was one key guy that powered it out. So say I pick nationalism, right? I copy it. I go over here to my assignment. Where's my little submit button? Down here. I go in the article Industrial Imperial, and if you want to, you can really be a rock star and put this in italics. Industrial Imperialism. Okay, and then go back from italics. The author Trevor Getz states, and then you quote it. I have an international keyboard, so it's kind of funky with my quotes. And then after the quote, you want to say something in your own words. Therefore, historians believe that national pride caused people from one country to take over territories elsewhere. Okay, so there I've gotten one of the main points. He said one of the reasons why people industrialized, and I can actually, one of the significant causes of imperialism in Africa was nationalism. Or therefore we can conclude that one of the reasons why people imperialized Africa was because of national pride. They thought their country was better than their culture was better than other people's cultures. They wanted to civilize Africa. Another example of this is that poem, White Man's Burden, that we're not going to get to do because this is such a short year. So anyway, there's a few pro tips for this assignment and for getting work done. Once you've done this, make sure you copy all of these after you've written them, copy them, and put them in a Google Doc that you call, we're going to create this Google Doc, never leave anything untitled, and call it DBQ5, okay? And that way you're kind of double dipping. You're doing the assignment and you're doing the assessment at the same time, right? So then I go like this. I've already written this part of my assignment. I copy this over here. And already I'm building one of my paragraphs for my essay of the reasons why people imperialize. Okay? You guys got this. You go, you go. All right. I appreciate you. Have a great week.